welcome to 52%.
The show that explores everything and anything going on in Liverpool and beyond from the perspective of 52% of the population, women.
I'm Jennifer Jewel.
And I'm Lisa Simmons. This week we're all about women celebrating our inner and our outer beauty.
Here's what's coming up on today's show. We're joined in the studio today by Cathy Lawrence, whose photography business, The Boudoir Book, is showing the world real women are beautiful. And also Pat Hughes, the woman behind the Miss Liverpool pageant, and the newly crowned, absolutely gorgeous Miss Liverpool, Jennifer McSween. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today. We are here to talk about beauty, and obviously you ladies are all beautiful and all work in the beauty industry. First of all, tell us about what you do, Cathy.
Well, I'm a photographer. I used to do wedding photography and event photography, and eventually one of my brides came to me and asked me, would I provide a private portfolio of sexy but tasteful photos for her husband so she could give this to him the night before the wedding. I did this. The Liverpool Echo got hold of it. We ended up having an interview being splashed across the front page and a couple of pages on the inside. And since then, that's all I've been doing.
So how did the name Boudoir come about then?
Well, boudoir, it was a sort of a concept that came from Japan and America at the time, and other photographers had already started using the term, so I wanted to carry on using that. Boudoir is a private place traditionally where a woman would, you know, undress, maybe slip into something more comfortable, and it's almost like a little peep through the keyhole. But it's all very tasteful.
Oh, sort of thing.
Yes. Now you do photograph women of all shapes and sizes.
Yes.
How do you bring out confidence in somebody who's not so comfortable doing that type of shoot?
Well, nobody is comfortable. Well, say nobody. Very few women are comfortable having the photographs taken, and I myself, you know, don't feel very comfortable with the wrong side of the camera, so to speak. But it's a matter of getting a rapport with the person first, understanding how they feel about themselves, what their strong points are, what the weak points are, and then it's about accentuating the positive using clever lighting, good posing, and of course I demonstrate the poses to them first, which makes me look like the complete fool. They start laughing and then they're relaxed automatically.
And accessories as well. You use accessories, don't you, Kath?
Oh yes, like maybe if somebody's a bit wary of this area, I might use a big feather fan to hide that area, but you know, accentuate the cleavage. But it's really not so much in the body, you know, how somebody looks beautiful and how skinny or how curvy they are or whatever. It's how they're projecting, and that confidence comes through in photographs as well as in real life. I'm sure you'll agree with that, Pat. And it's not about how you look so much. If you think about the people you find most attractive, quite often they're not standard beauties. You know, there'll be something unusual about them, and that adds to it usually.
Absolutely, it does, yeah.
It's a charisma, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, some of the most beautiful A-listers in Hollywood are stunningly gorgeous, but you hear these stories in the press and it changes your perception. They don't appear attractive after that, yeah, because you've heard what they're really like. No, that's right.
And let me tell you, they all have their issues with their bodies. And of course, every time we look at a photograph in a magazine and we think, oh God, I wish I could look like that. Well, you can't look like that, and neither can they, because it's been airbrushed, the neck's been lengthened, cheeks pushed up, all the acne is gone, eyebrows sorted out, every last little bit of hair. I mean, you can go on the internet and see this for yourself. Just type in, you know, celebrity Photoshop. It'll make you feel a lot better about yourself.
It does, doesn't it?
They go overboard and they cut a finger off.
Oh, it's yes.
Or one
They're
leg
the
slimmer
favourite
than the
ones.
other. But that's the thing, isn't it? They kind of wish almost themselves that they look like that, and that's them in the picture. And they don't look like that.
And that's what's making us all feel a bit
Insecure.
You know, insecure, And it's my mission to make women feel more secure about themselves again and give them back that self-esteem that they might have been losing through that.
Absolutely. Now, Pat, you founded the Miss Liverpool pageant. Do you find that confidence in the young ladies is there, or are they insecure when they come to you?
Very, very insecure. The number of young girls that are in the competition that need their self-esteem building up, and people who enter for lots of different reasons, not because they think that they're pretty, and that's why we have lots of rehearsals beforehand, so they all feel equal on the day. And we have various categories because only one winner can win. And as you say, There's beauty in lots of other things. Somebody can have the most beautiful hair, somebody can have the most beautiful personality, somebody can have sexy eyes, or we have lovely legs and different things, so that each girl can hopefully feel good about themselves. But to me, it's not, I don't know if you know about the present Miss England, but to me this is what beauty is really. It's the inner person. Absolutely. And my favourite poem is an Audrey Hepburn one, which I don't know if you've ever heard of it, and I'll tell you quickly about Miss England then. But Audrey Hepburn, excuse me while I read my little story.
Right, she's got a poem.
Well, I know it off by heart, but I still want to read it as it is. Audrey Hepburn was asked what makes a woman beautiful, and instead of saying a certain mascara or makeup or whatever, she said, "For attractive lips, speak words of kindness. For lovely eyes, seek out the good in people. For a slim figure, share your food with the hungry. For beautiful hair, let a child run his fingers through it once a day. For poise, walk with the knowledge that you never walk alone. People, even more than things, have to be restored, renewed, revived, reclaimed, redeemed. Never throw out anyone. And remember, if ever they need a helping hand, there's one at the end of each of your arms." And I think that is what makes a woman more beautiful. And when I'm talking to people, I never actually, I look at them in the eye or in the face, and it's the person that comes through and very really see the shape of somebody, if you know what I mean. We're talking about outside.
Yeah, we were saying that you go, well, we all go around very self-critical. I mean, I'm sure, you know, we'll look back on this programme and think, oh, I look like this, my leg was like this. But when I'm speaking to somebody else, I'm not thinking about their issues. I'm thinking about the person inside, as you are. So they're not thinking that about me. So we're wasting all this time and energy on self-criticism, self-monitoring. We should just get up, dress appropriately for your figure, your height and everything, get on with your day and enjoy it.
Absolutely, we do. But it's hard, isn't it, Jennifer?
Well,
I mean, you've just won the Miss Liverpool title. I'm sure even you, as gorgeous as you are, you have your insecurities because you do think a lot about yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I think everybody has insecurities, but like on what Pat was saying, with confidence and pageants and things, I've been doing them now for over 4 years. And I think everyone thought I did them for the wrong reason. I think people think you're going in thinking, aren't I gorgeous? Aren't I like dead pretty? It's not like that. I had no confidence at all. So I put myself forward for it. I did get asked to do it. So I like told my mum. She was a bit like, that's not something you'd normally want to do. And I thought, but I've got no confidence and I feel like it'll bring me out a little bit. So I went on to do them. At first, I didn't like place anywhere. But then as my confidence grew, I noticed that it was like showing on stage to the judges, like it shows in your smile and your eyes, and it just brings out like a better person. And I think that's what confidence is. It's how you look, really.
How did
but
you bring that confidence out? How did you find that?
Well, it's like once you're on stage, you start to get used to like being in front of people, things you wouldn't think you could normally do. But then you begin to like speak in front of them, and it's not what you expect at all. It's just bringing out what's inside of you, and then letting your confidence come out and your shyness. It doesn't get anybody anywhere. So it's best to be happy with yourself, and that's how you succeed, really.
A lot of preconceptions, isn't there, Pat, about beauty pageants, as Jennifer said. People think, oh, I'm going in there because I think I'm gorgeous. That's not what you want to promote with the Miss Liverpool pageant, is it?
No. And I'll tell you quickly about the present Miss England. I think knows. But the present Miss England, when she was 7, she came out of school because she'd heard that every 30 seconds somebody dies of malaria. Wow. And it really upset her. And obviously she must have had parents who supported her, but she started doing charity runs. Okay. And mainly for one particular charity at one time. And she raised over £20,000 by the time she was 13 or 15. Wow. Then when she was 13, when she was 16, she went to India to help build a creche and work with the children out there. Then the following year, she went to Ghana and she was collecting stools and blood and things like that to help research into various diseases. By the time she was 19, she'd gone to Brazil, and she'd also represented young people worldwide as for charities. Yeah. She went to Brazil when she was 19, saw the poverty there, and syphilis, actually, a lot of that. And that's caused, I hope this isn't going off the subject, and then I'll go back to her, but because when a woman is pregnant, they believe that the more sperm they have in them, the healthier the baby, so they encourage them to go with more men, and that's how that's caused. But she saw a lot of homelessness. Okay. So when she came back, and she was in university studying to be a doctor, she set up where the students are going out working on the streets with the homeless, and is very involved with helping people through homelessness. And she reckons that having been Miss England, or being Miss England, gives her a platform to be able to get all this message out. And I think that's really good.
Absolutely, it's totally not what you'd expect from somebody who's...
That's a woman on a mission to change the world, isn't it?
Absolutely.
She doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk.
She definitely does, doesn't she?
And
But
I
ladies,
think that's what it's all about.
It is. We are talking about beauty today, ladies. What makes you feel beautiful? What do you think it is?
Oh, for me, it's crazy little things. A big hug from my sons. That makes me feel, you know, it's beauty for me. As we've already said, it's what comes from within. So I've got to feel that sort of soulful beauty and the love first, and then I do believe it shines out. So waking up on a sunny day, having the ironing done, I feel really beautiful.
What about you? What about you? What makes you feel beautiful?
If I get a letter or an email or a card from somebody saying, thank you for helping me overcome like low self-esteem, or to restore my life or something like that, that means I feel nice or good then.
Absolutely,
and that means more to me.
I'd say when you're happy, that's when you feel your best, isn't
Radiate it, don't you?
Also, like, when you help people, like we were saying, charity work and things, that's when you feel good. You know you've done, like, a good deed for somebody else who really needs that help. And that makes you feel better as a person. And I think everybody would agree with that, really.
Obviously, we've all said all the things that make us feel beautiful involve someone else, don't they? And giving and being a better person, don't they?
Yeah, and it's good to give all that love out to the world as well as receive it.
Yeah,
well, coming up after the break, we will be having a natter about what's been trending in the world this week. So join us back then.
Hello and welcome back to 52%. We're going to move on to what's trending now. We absolutely love this section, don't we? Yeah. And of course, what was trending this week has been all news over the election, hasn't it? Still politics all the time. But it was very interesting to see how well the women did in the politics. Of course, the youngest politician elected in over 300 years, I think, is a young female. I think she's 20 years old. And isn't that fantastic to see a young woman making such a statement? And to have Nicola Sturgeon as well. Nicola Sturgeon was also
30% now of the bench now women.
The cabinet.
The cabinet,
I read this morning 29%, and it's up 7% from the last election. So but we're still not where Sweden are with 45%.
Didn't Beyonce write a song about that? Who Run the World? She's clearly ahead. Clearly ahead.
At least it's proof Cameron's taken something on board and learned something by increasing the number of women that he's got.
We need more women in government, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think we do. I think we
If you
definitely
could be in Parliament, Jen, what would you do? You'd be the MP for... You couldn't... Is there an MP for beauty?
We'll make one up.
Yeah.
The beauty industry.
She'd wear that well,
there we go.
wouldn't she? Yeah.
Just wear a crown. But no, fantastic to see more women climb the ladder in politics, isn't it?
I think it'll reduce the adversarial nature of politics. You know, that you see them at question time in the Commons going at each other, and it becomes all personally insulting and things, hoping they'll bring a bit of decorum to the situation.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah, a lot less male egos in Parliament might make a different atmosphere, mightn't it?
Well,
True.
Everything needs a woman's touch anyway, doesn't it? So it just
I
makes
mean,
it a bit more
what doesn't the woman do?
Exactly.
She gives birth to a child, she brings them up, she looks after the home, she looks after the husband, she does all the finance, she arranges everything. I mean, do we really need men?
You know, as we've said previously, we're not men haters. They just need to know the place a little bit more. Anyway, let's move on from politics. We did that last time.
Yeah,
didn't
we're done with that.
What
now.
else is trending, Jen?
Well, Kylie Jenner, we did speak about it last time as well, because there was that whole fascination of Kylie Jenner's lips, and people were taking these shot glasses to try and inflate the lips, and she was just saying she'd used very nicely placed lip liner, but she has finally admitted that she has plastic surgery. So, what are your ladies' views on someone so young?
Jen, what's your view when you're young? Is it something you do? Not necessarily lips when you've got beautiful pout and natural, but plastic surgery.
I think some people do have insecurities, and if it really is like that, like affecting somebody that much, and it's just for themselves and for nobody else, well, I don't disagree with it. But I think Kylie Jenner, she's under 18, right?
17,
She's
yeah.
17, she's in the public eye. That's not what young girls want to see. The fact that she's lied to them all and said, oh, it's 40 minutes worth of makeup, and then all these girls are injuring themselves trying to get like these big lips like her. It's just not really right. She's setting a bit of a bad example.
Can she be blamed for that though, or is that just the way
That's
life
Well,
is?
she's
It's the
obviously
media.
as insecure as the rest of
media
us,
as well.
isn't she?
Exactly, it just proves everyone has these insecurities. Yet she can fix it, but she shouldn't have denied it and maybe waited till she was the right age.
I think that's the big deal, isn't it?
Yeah,
She
the
did
age.
deny it for so long,
Yes.
making people again feel even more insecure about themselves. As celebrities, very, very responsible for this whole insecurity in a lot of young girls.
I think so in the media, but also, unfortunately, a lot of parents are influencing their children, aren't they?
Yeah.
And
Or not guiding them,
Not
necessarily
guiding them.
influencing, just not guiding them correctly.
so I just
I mean,
think
if you had a girl approach you, to appear in Miss Liverpool, do the beauty pageant, she was overtly, the big lips, and she's had a lot of work done. What's your take on that? I mean, is it something that you'd allow to walk?
I mean, we would allow her to be in the competition maybe, but on the other hand, it's not something. I think natural beauty. I think the person that wins should have natural beauty, not be enhanced in any way. And I think everybody has something beautiful. You should be happy with what you have.
Yes.
Like we said earlier on about the shoes. People are, looking for shoes and all that. We should be glad that we've got feet and legs that we can put them in.
Absolutely.
And
As Jen was saying, Jen, you were saying you've started winning more competitions, more pageants as you've become more confident. So
think that's
maybe
what it is.
you're showing your real beauty is coming out, and that's what they're seeing, rather than just the looks.
Your confidence does show a lot, and I think it's what makes a person, really. And when people have insecurities, it makes themselves feel bad, and then you just see they've got no confidence at all. And I think with like the likes of Kylie doing her lips like that, girls with small lips will be like, what's wrong with having small
Does
that
lips?
mean I'm
Like,
not
yeah,
beautiful?
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not good enough.
Which is not a very nice way to feel, not the way people should feel at all, and it can cause extreme cases, because there was a local student not long ago who took those slimming tablets that she bought online and sadly died from taking those tablets. How extreme
Very. It's
is that to do?
appalling,
It's shocking, really, isn't it? But how can we educate the younger generation? I'm sure older people are doing it as well. I don't think it's solely teenagers who are taking these tablets.
No,
I'm
not
sure
at
there are a lot
all.
of 20, 30-year-old women plus possibly taking them.
I'm sure men are taking them too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's
all
not
to do with
solely a
how
female
you feel
thing.
about your size, and it goes back to that same question about size and dress size and body. I mean, Kath, this is something you do in the boudoir shoots, isn't it?
Yeah.
About women's size and the shape, and you've got to dress for your shape.
Yeah, I mean, you can make any woman look more beautiful than she already is, just with a few tweaks here and there, can't you? And the thing is, if you're trying to aspire to a certain body type, you may well achieve it, but don't forget the trend might change next year. As soon as we had Mad Men come out on our TV screens, here's me, I'm doing my Mad Men thing today, it became, more acceptable to be curvy and to show off the bigger hourglass figure. But, next year, we might have something else.
Yeah.
Who decides it's acceptable?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Exactly.
Who are them? Who are they?
Yeah.
They
Well,
tell us what's acceptable.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're talking about the advertising industry
Yeah.
here. But, they make us feel
product of the
paranoid
industry.
about everything, so that we'll buy this, buy that, buy the other, and hopefully not buy things
Is
off
it
the
their
internet
job to
like
make
that.
us feel insecure, do you think?
sorry,
Is it their job to make us feel insecure, so we go and buy these
so
things?
that you go and buy them.
Yeah.
That's dangerous,
definitely.
isn't it?
Yeah. And as soon as you get a celebrity endorsing something,
Well, that's it.
I mean,
It's a
like, do you remember the Spanx?
Yeah, of
when
course,
Gwyneth
yeah.
Paltrow had both of her children, she was a big ambassador for wearing Spanx because that's how she got her figure back.
Right.
Everybody was going out buying Spanx then. I bought a pair.
The thing
It's
is, there's
just one of those things,
no
isn't it?
quick fix to look a
No.
certain way. You've been given the body you've got, and you've got to make the most of that. And it's not always something you can buy or something you can do. Jennifer, do you come across a lot of young people who want to look a certain way?
Yeah, definitely. I think with most girls now, it is mainly the weight, really, isn't it? But I think people forget when you see some really slim people, it's not up to them. They might have an illness, and then girls starving themselves, while that other person who is really slim could be thinking, I wish I had their figure. You're never really happy with what you've got, and you're always like, what someone else has more. But I think, like you said, just work with what you've got, and that's when you'll feel your best.
Because you're absolutely right there. It's about health as well, isn't it? Some
Exactly.
people are jealous people who are skinny, but they don't know the reason behind why they're skinny, and they could be extremely unhealthy, couldn't they?
A lot of these celebrities who are really curvy, they're like gorgeous, and there's some people who are like really in the public eye, but people pay more attention to the ones who are slim and think, oh, I wish I was like that. But I think that's the wrong way to go about it, really.
And we'd all be clones, wouldn't we? We're meant to be different. How
Wouldn't it
nice
be a
to see
boring
different
world?
shapes and sizes and different looks and everything. And that's what's so interesting. It'd be like having a garden full of flowers and every flower's the same.
Well, that leads
like
me
that
into,
analogy.
talking of flowers, our own flower here.
Oh.
The gorgeous Jennifer. It's her birthday, so we've got a little cake for her being brought in. So if you'll all join me when our fantastic researcher Ramona...
I'm a bit nervous now, I did not know this was going to happen.
Happy birthday for our Jen.
Oh, little
Princess Jen. Miss Liverpool Mark II.
Yeah, I think I might need Jen's crown.
Yeah, no, you
I'm
can't take
joking.
the crown off.
You
Jennifer.
keep that crown.
You're the birthday
Oh, I'm
princess.
getting the crown.
You're getting the crown.
Oh.
Shall I crown you the birthday princess?
Yes, please.
We have our birthday princess with a birthday cake and candles.
Oh, fantastic.
So are the crew all going to join in with us as well to sing happy birthday?
You better
Come on.
have
Yes, they are. They're like, do I
My
have
voice
to?
I think Ramona's having problems lighting the candles there.
Oh, no.
There are just too many of them.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm that old that they can't light all the candles anymore.
58.
Not at all.
See, I've learned to love myself.
Yeah,
see?
she's happy with it, clearly.
I no longer
Here we
look
go.
50.
Who's going to start the singing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jen. Happy birthday to you. Hey, blow them out.
Oh,
Hey.
Yay, thank you very
We'll be
much.
back after the break.
Hello and welcome back to 52%.
So then, to celebrate Jen's birthday, we sent her over to the Empire to have a laugh with the cast of Spamalot. Shall we have a little look, see how you got on? Our budding
We
Pete
have
Price.
to.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Hello, we're here at the Empire Theatre. I'm going to be in Spamalot tonight. So first up is a costume fit, and I'm not wearing this on stage. So let's go and get my amazing Spamalot costume. Here's what my hair looks like if I've got a sack on.
Well, there's two sleeves there.
So yes, this is my sack.
There we are. That's it.
Oh, this is great. So yeah. I thought I was going on stage, you're going to be really glamorous and get my hair and makeup done, but I just got given a sack.
It's a glamorous sack.
Is it?
Yes. It's
It's got a pocket and little
Yes.
patches on, it's not just a... Okay, yeah. I wasn't expecting this.
There we are. That's nice and easy, you see.
Thank
You can
you.
even keep your own clothes on underneath.
Okay, so I just had my costume fitting, and as you can see, I'm looking very medieval. I'm very, very in the mood to go on stage to Spamalot. I'm going to go meet the cast and crew now and get some tips on what I need to do on stage and learn my lines and go and get a bit of backstage gossip.
I am Arthur, King of the Britons, and we are out seeking tales.
This is my stage. It's so big, isn't it? This is my prop.
That's the prop.
Fab.
It's not a real bell of hay. Full of styrene inside. But
With hay on the outside. Nice and light. I'll probably drop it. So I've just been shown around backstage now here at the Empire Theatre, and we're just waiting for all the cast to arrive as well. I've been shown my prop, which I'll be carrying on stage, which is this lovely bale of hay. So I need to go and find some tips from the cast, so I think it's about time that we go and meet the cast of Spamalot. Okay, so we're here now with Tom, who is the stage manager here for the Spamalot tour. Tom, tell us about your role and what you do here.
I'm a stage manager, so I'm just in charge of running the show, build the show every Monday, unload the trucks and just put the set up, and that's about it.
Very, very glamorous job then.
Yeah, not really. It's tough work on a Monday and Saturday night when we take the show down. So.
And tell us about the tour in general. Where have you been?
We've been all over the country. We've been, we started in Manchester, so we were there for 2 weeks, and pretty much everywhere on 6 months.
So you're here at the Empire Theatre now. It's a fantastic theatre, isn't it?
It is a fantastic theatre, lots and lots of space, 2,300 seats, so it's one of the biggest that we'll do on the tour.
And what's it like being in Liverpool?
It's lovely. I love being in Liverpool. It's one of my favourites in the country. So.
And what about the crowd here in Liverpool? What kinds of reactions do they give?
The crowd's been really good. Even the small crowd, we had a very small crowd this afternoon, but they were loving it and they were really happy.
Scousers are very, very loud and...
Very loud and enjoy it, yeah. It's really good.
Hopefully tonight they'll laugh at me anyway.
I'm sure they're going to laugh at you, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Steve, you are the assistant dance captain, so I'm hoping that you can tell me what I need to do here tonight at Spamalot.
No, perfect. So what there's a section where the Knights are travelling around the world, and they visit China, they visit Ireland, and the third thing they visit is Russia. So what they're going to do, it's called the hair gag. They're going to dance, and then they're going to shout "hair," gesture to you, and you're going to come on stage and present this big bale of hair.
Okay. It sounds quite fun. Has anyone messed up this role yet? Will I be the first to mess it up?
You could be the first. You really could be the first. It is a possibility, but, you know, I'm sure you'll do fine.
Okay, I'm confident. I'm trusting you to direct me properly to do this good. Are you okay with that?
Absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely. The best place to think about standing is in between these two yellow marks.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll give you a nod.
Yeah.
You can come on, stand here, and just present the bale of hair.
Okay.
Perfect. And then if you want to react to the guys, you know, if they scare you, if they insult you, whatever you want, you know, it's your choice.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. Perfect.
Fab.
And then that's it. And after that, after you've got the laugh, just walk back off.
After I've got a laugh, that's my job done.
Exactly. Job done.
Thank you.
Should we try it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then you can exit. Okay, so now we've got Joe. Joe, tell us about which role you play here in Spamalot.
I play Patsy, and I just sort of walk around skipping, banging coconuts together for 2 hours. And
Sounds very technical.
it is. I trained for 3 years. I've got a diploma in, well, dancing, but not this. But it's going all right. It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much fun has it been on the Spamalot tour?
It's great. Well, I've not gone anywhere yet. It's my first one, and I only live down the road, so it's lovely. I've done one show already today, and I love the fact that I get to go and do it again.
And you're carrying on the tour?
Yeah, I'm carrying on. Yeah, I'm doing it till the end, so till 28th of June, I think we finish.
So which other cities are you going to be heading to, do you know?
We're going to Sunderland and Bath and Glasgow and Wimbledon and Milton Keynes and Nottingham, and that is all of them.
You have got it all in your diary, haven't you?
Thanks, but I'm not very good at maths, so...
So how much fun is it playing to home crowds in Liverpool?
It's great. They're always friendly. Up north particularly, they're a friendly audience. But I love how people in Liverpool love theatre going. This is a massive theatre, and I've lived here for 3 years, and I've never not seen it busy. So I love the fact that they love the arts up here.
The Empire Theatre is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just such a friendly bunch. And, you know, it's one of those shows, if you like Monty Python, it's great, and if you don't, by the end, you're going to love them.
Yes.
So,
I'm going to be the Hey Lady. So
You are going to be the Hey
I do want
Lady.
you are an expert, and you are a very, very amazing professional. So I need some tips from you, I think, Joe.
So all you got to do is not drop it,
Okay.
and that's it.
That's it.
Just don't drop it.
Do I have to smile? Do
No,
I have-
you can smile, you can flick your hair.
Okay.
Can you flick your hair now? Do that. I'll do
got
that.
it done.
But the thing is, you're holding the thing. If you do that, you're going to drop it, and that's rule one.
Rule one, don't drop the
Don't
hay.
drop it. Don't drop the hay.
Don't drop the hay. That's
Don't
it.
drop the hay.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you for coming and doing it.
I've just come off stage with the Spamalot cast. I have made my stage debut here at the Empire Theatre. Thank you so much to the Spamalot cast for having me involved tonight. Thank you for Joe Trissini, who's been fantastic tonight and gave me some amazing tips. So I did do my part right and people laughed, so that was good. Thank you to the Spamalot for having us here. I am very sorry for stealing the show. No, I didn't really. They were much better than me, so it's been a fantastic birthday surprise and we'll see you after the break.
Welcome back. How funny were you in Spamalot, please?
I absolutely loved
Start
it.
of stage now and screen. You're
I think I'm changing. I think I'm changing career. I'm aiming for Panto this year, but
Yes,
yeah,
what
I
else?
absolutely loved it.
Widow
Ooh.
Twankey, Cinderella.
Cinderella. I'm a lover of Cinderella. Yeah. But did you
course.
enjoy watching it?
Funniest thing I've ever seen. Bar none.
Yes, I did love it. Let's move on from that now, though. I am
Quickly.
over my stage debut. Yeah. We have got the fabulous Pat Hughes from Miss Liverpool here, and of course, gorgeous Miss Liverpool, Jennifer McSween. And Pat, we've got these two fabulous dresses on set as well. Tell us the story really behind why you've decided to make these eco-friendly dresses.
Right, about 4 years ago, Miss England brought into the pageant that the girls had to have an eco-friendly outfit, and they had to do that. And thinking most of the contestants won't be able to sew a button on, I thought, how are they going to be able to do that? And so I contacted the Liverpool Community College fashion department and to see if we could work together. And they just loved the idea and the fact that this is the exam piece for the students. It's their exam piece. It means that the student is working actually with the client because each contestant has their own student and they work together. So it means, as I say, they're designing a piece for a client and then they showcase it at the show. So the students come on stage first. We have the eco-friendly round and one of the outfits is chosen. This one here, actually, the bodice, the student that made this, her grandmother who died, collected loads of jewellery and kept them in a box. So she decided to use the jewellery for this bodice. And I think it's just so beautiful. But it's got that nice storyline to it.
The story makes it even more, doesn't it?
Oh, the detail.
Which is lovely.
It's amazing. And you can tell the work that's gone into it as well.
Yeah.
You really can.
And the students put so much work in and so much effort. It's amazing the research that they do and the ideas they come up with. One boy last year learned with bin bags, he taught himself how to knit and to crochet. And his outfit actually won.
With bin bags?
With bin bags. And he
Wow.
crocheted the top, knitted the bottom, made a bag to match and shoes. And just amazing.
So he literally went out as a bin bag?
Yeah.
Wow.
As a bin bag.
Now, what
And
about
it was
this one?
fantastic.
This one, I think, is it's almost like a Vivienne Westwood with the detail.
And
it's
the back
paper,
as well.
isn't it?
If you turn around, Jen, can you
Oh
move
my
your hair?
gosh.
The detail on the back, the design on the back, I think it's lovely. And this is the outfit that actually won the eco section.
I can see why, yeah.
And the detail on it, it's just unique, isn't it? The
I
idea
mean, taking nothing away from the dress, she would look good in anything.
yes.
But it is amazing, all of this, and the way it's all interwoven there. And it's really good that
Yeah,
Miss
I like
Liverpool
that bit
has
there
this
too.
eco-friendly round, isn't it?
Yeah.
To encourage the girls to work, you know, and actually do something.
and not to throw. And it just shows you what you can do with rubbish. You can make it look good, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as we see examples
Yes.
here.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's
And,
unbelievable.
It does look brilliant. What other kinds of costumes were there, Pat? What else was being used?
In the eco?
Yeah, what other
we
materials?
had balloons. We had...
Balloons.
Last year we had somebody who made one out of 300 babies' dummies. She just had a baby and we had 300 babies' dummies. We had Chinese takeaway menus.
Wow.
His dad had a Chinese restaurant and it was
So
Chinese.
they try and bring a bit of themselves into it as well, a bit of their background into the
isn't it?
dresses.
What else did... Oh, feathers. We had
Wow.
one yours was made out of feathers, wasn't it?
Yeah. I love
Another one was gents' ties. And we had one made
Amazing.
out of gents' ties and scarves.
Like playing cards, wasn't it?
Playing cards.
Of course, yeah.
Playing cards. We had one last year made out of paper doilies.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I think
And,
I've found my birthday
fantastic.
dress now for the weekend
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
going with this one. If I can borrow it for a weekend pass.
Yeah, we'll let you have it.
Thank you.
We'll do
Okay, Lisa, let's head back over to the sofa and we can have a little bit more of a chat. Those dresses are amazing. Okay, we are back on the sofas now
We
after
are.
that amazing fashion show, and
As if by the magic of TV. She's transformed back to Miss Liverpool.
yes, she is. She's back in a lovely outfit now. That dress has gone, but we have got a lovely dress behind them there as well.
Could
Our
you wear
favourite.
that on a night out, or what would you wear on a night out? Your favourite? If you're feeling a bit, what's your favourite
What
outfit
do I
to
put on
wear?
to feel good about myself? I love a good fitted classic dress.
LBD.
I do have to be honest. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Nice pair of heels, a classy dress. I do love. My style is very classic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going for that. What about you?
I do like jeans, heels, t-shirt,
yeah.
blazer, statement necklace maybe.
Something you can mix up a little
Yeah,
bit.
a bit simple.
and-
Like
Ladies,
me.
have you got a favourite outfit that makes you feel?
I love
Feel
my
good.
onesie.
Do-
Yeah. Not that I go out in it particularly, but
Onesie's your
Rollers,
favourite?
yeah. The whole works off to Tesco,
I love
you know.
that.
Now, I
Took any
think
pictures
I
of people in onesies?
Pardon?
Took any pictures of people in onesies?
No, well, we did actually do Scouse Boudoir once, and we did have the big rollers in the lip. And yes, we've got that on the website if you want to have a
great.
look. It was hilarious. But no, seriously, anything that's simple, I tend to go for blocks of colour. I don't like frills. I don't like too many accessories. I feel like I'm
Too busy.
too busy. I like to keep things simple.
Yes.
I'm happy as long as it's simple and it fits well.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Key, isn't it? Absolutely. Pat, have you got a favourite outfit?
No, I love mixing and matching,
you?
and quite simple really, but I don't know, I like something different. And
Something that makes you stand out a little bit from...
no, I don't like to be noticed.
Okay.
Every time I see
No,
Pat, she's just the epitome of elegance.
I do not need
Very
to be-
elegant.
She always looks
Very
very
elegant.
classy.
Never like to be noticed.
Okay.
Except having said that, if I've got a quick 2 seconds, I'm talking about outfits. Last year for charity, I taught myself, I've got a little bike, a little fold-up bike, and on the back it's got a box. On one side are the 2 cathedrals painted, on the other side the Liverpool and Everton football crest painted, and on the back the Beatles painted. Right, so I just like cycle out on that, just to get little bits in. And I've always got my camera in the back. And I said something last year about fashion, and I was saying, oh, I love the 60s and hot pants and everything like that. And the next minute, for charity, I'm riding a bike down Hope Street. My bike, this little fold-up bike with this, I've got hot pants on and three-quarter white boots, which I loved. I loved the 60s in my hot pants and three-quarter white boots, them were the days. And I've got all these young students chasing after me to a song where a man's singing that he fancies me on this bike and he takes cash or card. What do I want to pay him?
Well, this is a story I expected not to hear today.
So hot pants and three-quarter white boots, I think.
There we go.
Wow.
That's your
But
go-to
no, I don't
outfit,
like
yeah,
being
isn't it, Pat?
noticed. See if
Apart from that.
Made up for all the years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer, what about you? Have you got a style or an outfit that you always turn to when you want to feel good?
A pageant dress.
Had a crown.
I'm the same as you. I like when I go out something classy and elegant, nothing too revealing or too short. So yeah, I'm quite the same as you.
Definitely. I think so.
Isn't it lovely that we all think the same? Just classic, simple, elegant.
Yeah, but if only everybody did think that. Way too many you
It relates
don't.
to before, doesn't it? I think some girls feel nicer if they think it's like revealing and short.
Yeah.
I think that's what they think's like attractive.
Oh,
but
I've definitely found in boudoir photography, you know, you can make somebody look even sexy by putting more clothes on them.
Yeah,
It's not what you
exactly.
show, it's what you don't show that counts.
It's that
Really.
hint of what's beneath,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
That's more sexy.
It is, sure.
Apparently.
Well,
Yeah,
I
so told.
agree. It definitely is. And it's about dressing well for your body shape as well, isn't it? Because
I
that's
think
something you
the
definitely...
important part is to dress to your body shape.
Yeah.
And that makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Because body shapes go in and out of trends, you know, we used to have like...
heroin chic, wasn't
Yes,
it? Kate Moss
Marilyn
and
Monroe then was
yeah.
what it used to be, and then
Mad
all the
Men.
fitted
Yeah.
that came back, and then you had Kate Moss. But it's important, I suppose, not to get too attached to trends, isn't it? Because it mightn't suit
It's
you.
not your body shape.
Exactly.
What are you going to do?
Exactly. If, you know, I don't suit the colour yellow, so if yellow comes into fashion, I'll still avoid it because I know it's going to look rubbish on me. And it's the same with shape.
Yeah, of course.
I think so. What about body shapes? Are there body shapes that you feel you find are more beautiful than others? Is it a personal thing rather, or do you just think everyone should be and look how they are?
Yes, I think everybody should be and look how they are. And like we said before, I think it's the person. You buy the
confidence, isn't it?
person.
Yeah.
It's the person that you relate to, not what they actually look like.
Absolutely.
And same if I went into somebody's house, I'd gone to see the person and I talked to the person and you come out and somebody says, so did you see that such and such at the other house? I hadn't noticed that.
It's like if you go and see your friends, you say, oh, the house is a mess. You're not going to see the house.
No,
You're going to
exactly.
see them. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
see them, and it doesn't matter what they're wearing, if they're in a onesie.
Exactly.
You're going to see
Yeah.
One to put the rollers
or
in.
a
who
crown,
cares?
yeah.
And I just think, you know,
I
if they,
don't think she sits at home
yeah,
with a crown.
if they had a good heart, if somebody had a good heart and was really nice, it doesn't matter their shape or their size, does it? And then you've got somebody who looks like the perfect model that they're supposed to be, and yet they haven't got that inner kindness and
through, then
and
ugly
they're not
shows through,
happy
yeah,
and
that's
everything.
Yeah, someone could be absolutely gorgeous and then they speak and say something like just not nice, and it just changes the whole view on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
just
we're
the
really saying that
person.
beauty isn't about a physical look.
I don't think so.
And I'm in the, you know, we're all in the industry of physical looks. But what we're all saying here is that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the beauty that's coming through from within. It sounds cliched, but it is true. That's why cliches are there, because they're true.
Yeah, been around for a long time, haven't they? That's why.
It is, yeah. But it's hard to feel that though, isn't it? Because you do still want to look good, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I think everybody wants to look good. I think it's a woman's nature to want to look good and to be pleasing to the eye. But you shouldn't be unhappy. I mean, I'm never going to be 5'11". You know, I've just got to accept I'm 5'1" and that's it. You know, and there's not much you can do about it. And then, can I tell you a story how bad I was? Right, my granddaughter, one of my granddaughters, who's like grown up now, but she had this thing about wanting blue eyes. She's got the most beautiful brown eyes, absolutely gorgeous. She's besotted all she ever wanted, and she drove me mad. I lived by St Vincent's School for the Blind and Zoe's place, so I had to go to Zoe's baby hospice and take something. She'd been staying with me. I took her out. We walked up St Vincent's Drive, and she said, "What are we coming here for, Nana?" And I said, "Well, you know those beautiful blue eyes you want? You can have them today. I've arranged for you to have an operation, and you're going to have these beautiful blue eyes you want, and you're giving your brown eyes to a little girl who can't see, but the blue eyes can't see." I don't want to go, I don't want to go. How bad was I? How bad? And I'm saying, no, you do. You really want those blue eyes. You're driving me mad. Come on. And she's never asked for blue eyes since.
Wow.
How bad is that? That's mean. But you know how
mean,
that's
but
how
it's a lesson.
how they're getting. They want blue eyes when they've got brown, you know, and things like that.
Oh,
it
seen
shouldn't matter. You should be
reports
glad
of
that you
people
can
having
see.
their
Yes,
eyeballs
it's-
tattooed
yeah.
and things.
Very,
Ooh.
very insignificant, isn't it? Well, I'm thinking heading out for my birthday this weekend, of course. So, Lisa, what's the weather going to be like?
Do you know what? It's going to be this weekend a bit cloudy, so I'd suggest double up on the bronzer. Don't need your sunnies, you'll be fine, darling.
No
But
sunnies?
it's your weekend, so you'll shine wherever you are.
I'll be the sunshine for the
You'll
weekend,
be the
shall
sunshine,
I?
you're bring it yourself.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today, ladies. It's been a
been
fantastic
fab.
show, and I've loved hearing your views on everything beauty and beautiful, because
have.
every woman is beautiful, aren't they? So, of course, thank you very much to Kathy, thank you to Pat, and thank you to Miss Liverpool, Jennifer. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yep. See you next time.